that I had to come all the way here to evaluate your plan properly. Now I think you're wasting my time." Panic seized Chen. His goal was to persuade Wang to recommend his secret plan to the Chinese president, but Wang seemed about to order the chauffeur to return to the airport. "No, I swear you will not regret this. What I'm about to show you is at the heart of my plan. You must see this place to appreciate its enormous potential. And also visit my research laboratory where I've collected all my work." He fought to control his voice, to avoid whining. "I am a scientist, not good with words. Telling you about my plan in your Beijing office or on the phone would truly have been a waste of your time, and would have doomed my plan." Wang grunted and edged more solidly into the corner of the back seat. He didn't bother to disguise a glance at his wristwatch and then gazed straight ahead with a scowl. Mercifully, they soon reached a remote high ridge with a panoramic view of the vast plain that held refineries with flame-tipped towers, a coal-fired power plant, and 3 manufacturing complexes. This was what he wanted Wang to see. He ordered the chauffeur to pull off the road and park at the edge of the steep drop. Wang would already know that this site was one of the engines driving Chinese economic growth. Billions of smartphones, computer hard drives, and flat-screen TVs wouldn't exist without this hellhole. But seeing its immense size in person would help persuade him that its output could become infinitely more important in shaping China's future. "Nothing like this exists anywhere else in the world." Chen spread his arms, hoping to imply that this place was a treasure equal to the Forbidden City and the Great Wall. He pointed to 3 buildings where cyclones of ash and cinders swirled skyward from towering brick stacks. "That's Baogang Steel, famous for exporting specialty steel all over the world. And that 2-story building next to it, the one inside the electrified fence, is my research lab. That's where I keep my calculations and records. Before we go there, I will, with your permission, give you more specifics about my plan." "About time," Wang said. Chen took a deep breath and launched into the details of his painfully memorized plan that outlined a path to global dominance for the Middle Kingdom. Only after he felt he'd hooked Wang did he bring up an obstacle to his plan. He leaned closer to Wang. "There's one other matter. We need to act now because someone is preparing to compete with us in our biggest markets in industrialized countries." Wang's tongue flicked in and out. "China can crush any competition." Long pause. "President Han Wei will approve this plan, but only if I support it." Chen kept his face impassive, but felt his heart racing. His dream would become reality. He would rise from being a mid-level Inner Mongolian bureaucrat to being a respected visionary in Beijing. "To show my gratitude," Chen said, "I ask no credit for my plan." He was sending a signal that Wang could present it to President Han as his own. Later, he'd make Wang pay a heavy price for doing that. "To the contrary," Wang replied. "You've done a great thing. I will see that you get the reward you deserve. Did you create this plan on your own, or were others involved?" "On my own." "Congratulations." Wang nodded toward the front seat. "We must be careful to keep our secret. The chauffeur, does he speak Mandarin as we do?" "He speaks Uyghur. The only words he knows in Mandarin have to do with driving." "How do you know?" "I assumed—" "If you're wrong, he can sell what he heard about the plan, maybe even to Americans." Chen saw no change in Wang's face, but sensed a sharp transformation in attitude. Now Wang considered him a reckless fool. He had to prove he was a serious man or his future was lost. He racked his brain. There was only one way. He tapped the chauffeur on the shoulder. The man looked back for instructions. Chen gestured for him to get out of the limo. When Chen lowered his window, the chauffeur approached with a smile, eager to serve.